I've done more than 4,000 twin flame and soulmate readings over the past 5 years, and every single one of my clients that I've ever had has been on some type of spiritual healing journey. And one of the most common questions I get is about healing and how to heal. It can be very confusing to know if the shadow work that you're doing, if the healing that you're doing is actually working. And here's some insight that I want to give into this topic. The whole point of healing, especially when it comes to twin flame and soulmate relationship, is to essentially help yourself get into this space where you feel deserving of love, where you're able to actually receive that love when it comes in. Healing is most definitely not about fixing yourself, and it's definitely not about there being anything wrong with you, which is actually the belief that causes the need to heal in the first place. It can be very easy to fall into this trap of trying to fix yourself, thinking that there's something wrong with you, and that's the reason that you haven't manifested that relationship yet. And honestly, in most people I see, the idea that there's something wrong with you and the idea that there's something that you need to fix about yourself is more of a blockage than their wounds are. So, what I mean by this is, for example, someone might be trying to manifest their dream relationship and they could have low self esteem about that. The low self esteem is actually way less of an issue than people might think. What really becomes more of an issue is this idea that there's something wrong with you and then getting stuck in what I like to call a toxic spiritual healing trap, where you're just in the cycle of trying to fix yourself and like thinking there's something wrong with you and trying to punish yourself for there being something wrong with you. When it comes to manifesting in a loving relationship like this, it is so much more about your energetic vibration than making sure that you're perfect. So, self acceptance and perfection are two contradictory vibrations. The vibration of trying to be perfect is actually in the same vibrational frequency as what I like to call self hate consciousness. Now, I go super in depth in this in my free healing course, the Aligned Activation Series. If you want to go deeper into that and learn healing tools I teach all of my clients, you can grab that free course from the link in my bio. But our goal here, especially if you're manifesting in a loving relationship, is to get into what I like to call self love consciousness, aka self celebration consciousness and self appreciation consciousness. This is a consciousness where you're not changing anything about yourself from thinking that you're wrong. The changes that you make to your life are simply from the intention of wanting to help yourself feel better and to give yourself a better life. It's a completely different paradigm and way of looking at reality. And this is actually the energy that calls in that harmonious long term relationship and that divine union. And most of the time, yes, getting to this new frequency and shifting to this energy of unconditional love to align yourself with that relationship will take work. But it's more so about unraveling the limiting beliefs that you've picked up, releasing yourself from that limitation, and really shifting the attitude that you have towards yourself and the attitude that you have towards healing. It can be a really subtle shift, but it is the most powerful shift when you make it. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to anything that I talked about in this video. And of course, follow for more.